this video, I will be going over the exponent rules practice test, but I will only be doing the evens, considering you guys already have the odds at the bottom of the sheet. Okay, so let's jump straight in and look at number 2. All right, so for number 2, I want y'all to look at it like this. So this negative in front of the x, that's just like saying -1 times x times y to the 0. And then all of that's times another -1 times x times y to the 4. Because remember, -1 times x is -1x, or just -x. That's what that is, okay? So let's erase that. Now, let's go ahead and just, let's just see what happens here. So -1 times -1 is just +1. And if I have x to the 1 here and I have x to the 1 there, and remember our rule, if we multiply x's, we're adding them, the exponents. This is y to the 0, don't need that. And then I just have a y to the 4. So this is my answer. Or you can write it without the 1. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump down to number 4. Okay, I see x times y cubed times -3 times x times y to the 0. Okay, since this is the only number, we're going to put that out in front. Okay, and then I have x to the 1 times x to the 1. That's x squared. That goes away because we don't really need that there. And then y cubed. Okay, now we're getting to some division problems. And let's see what happens here. Can we reduce 4/3? Nah, so we still have 4/3. And then these two are going to cancel with those two. This, we can just make that disappear because anything to the 0 is 1, which leaves me with y to the 4 on the top. So my answer is just 4y to the 4 over 3. Okay? So, this stuff isn't too bad. Let's keep going. Remember, if you don't like living downstairs, what should you do? Move upstairs. So this one has to move up. So I have M1 up there. So it looks like everything is upstairs now. I have a 3 up there. I have these two plus that one goes there. And then I just have this n cubed that was just kind of hanging out right there. Not too bad, not too bad. And let's keep moving. See, these are really easy once you get like the hang of how to do those. Now this one, remember when you have a squared on the outside, remember this is power to a power. This squared has to go to everything. So this becomes 3 squared. That was kind of messy. 3 squared times x squared times 4, that's not 4, times y to the 4th squared. 3 squared is 9. X squared, remember, multiply those two. You multiply those two, so that becomes x to the 4th, y to the 8th. Okay. Pretty simple, nothing too crazy. Let's keep going. And since we have the hang of it from number 10, I'm not going to break it all the way down. But 2 squared is 4. X to the 4th squared is x to the 8th. And y squared squared is y to the fourth. That's the answer to that one. Ooh, let's get to some of the good ones. And actually, we're at the very end. So let's see what happens with all this good stuff, okay? So what I would recommend that you do is you take care of the top, the numerator, and you take care of the denominator separate, and then you do the work. So first things first is I would put, this is a to the negative 3. When you have them, actually, let's do it like this. I have this 2 out here that has nothing with it, so that's going to kind of stay in the front. And then I have a to the negative 3, a to the negative 2. And when you add those together, that's a to the negative 5. And now I have b squared up here. All over 2 times a cubed times b cubed. Okay? And so what's going to happen here is these 2's are going to cancel out, so we don't need those anymore. These 5 that are unhappy upstairs are going to come downstairs. That's become positive 5. And then 2 of these are going to cancel with 2 of these, leaving me with 1 down here. Okay? When everything cancels or everything is gone from the top, we have to put a 1 up there. And then on the bottom, we have 8 A's and 1 B. So my answer is 1 over a to the 8 B. Okay? Let's get one that's a little bit more challenging. So now that I have 2 numbers in the front, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do 4 times 2 is 8. That's going to take care of that. Then let me go ahead and do some highlighters. Let's do this. I'm going to do a highlighter up here just in case somebody's watching this and needs me to. So I got 2 and 4, got me my 8. And then I have, let's say I have an x squared here and a negative x squared there. That's going to become x to the 0. And then on the top, I have, let's go with this y and these. That's going to end up becoming y to the negative 3. And that's from the orange. Okay? Now, all of that's going to be over 4 x negative 4 y cubed. Okay, now let's go ahead and simplify this thing. 8 divided by 4, or that reduces to just 2 over 1. That goes away. We don't need that. But these 4 are going to still move upstairs, which means that's going to go over here. And then these 3 are going to actually come down with those 3, leaving me with 6 on the bottom. So my answer is going to be 2x to the 4, 1y to the 6, or you can just write y to the 6. You don't have to necessarily have the 1. And finally, we have to get this one done. So first things first, I need to take care of my whole top, take care of the whole bottom, and then we can do some combining. All right, so actually I'm gonna write this over because I might need some space. So I got this 2 to the 4th. Remember, 2 to the 4th is equal to 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 2 times 2, 4. Times this 2, 8. Times this 2, 16. And then x cubed, and that goes to the 4th. Remember, you have to multiply those. That's become x to the 12. And then this 4 to this negative 2 is y to the negative 8. That's all from the top. And then on the bottom, since this 2 is over there by itself, we can go ahead and just write that out to the front. And then what else do we have? We have a x to the negative 3. And I have this negative 3 and then this positive 3. When you add those two together, those end up canceling out. So that ends up becoming y to the 0 because negative 3 plus 3 is 0. Now let's go ahead and simplify this thing. 16 divided by 2 is 8 over 1. These 3 want to move upstairs. That's x to the 15. And then these 8 want to go down. That makes us y to the 8 down here. And so your final answer is going to be 8x to the 15. 1y to the 8. Okay? If you have any other questions on this, let me know. And I can help you out in class. But until then, I'll holler at you later.